Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today it is going to be another volume of my beauty empties. So if you haven't seen these videos before, I will link down below my other beauty empties videos that I've done, but basically this is where I go through the products that I've used up, or maybe have even gone bad. They may not be totally empty, but things that would have gone in my trash, I'm gonna talk to you about. And it's a good way to see how I feel about something because I either used it all up or I decided I hated it enough that I was going to just chuck it. So I'm just gonna jump right in because I have a very heavy bag and I would love to throw this stuff all out finally. So unless I have a lot to say, I'm just gonna kind of skip through this so that it's not super long of a video and you don't have to be waiting here forever. So let's get started. So the first thing I have are these Pacifica face wipes. These are in the coconut water scent. There's actually even one or two left in here, but they totally dried out. But before they dried out, I didn't love these. I love the way that they smell. I love that really natural coconut smell. I don't like the fake coconut, but I love the natural coconut. But these just didn't really work very well. They didn't take off my makeup, so they were good for maybe taking off swatches on my hand, but other than that, not great. The next thing that I have is the Moroccan Oil Curl Defining Cream. I love this. I already repurchased it and I've been using it. This smells like the typical Moroccan Oil products, which I love. And this works great at keeping my curls natural looking and soft, not crunchy. So I really like this. The next thing I have is my Zoya Remove nail polish remover, and this is awesome. I have more of this in my drawer. I use this exclusively to take off my nail polish. It's the best. It doesn't smell horrible. It takes it off really, really quickly, and it doesn't make your cuticles super, super dry. It is a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. It also has this pump, which I really love. They do sell a huge tub of it on Amazon for a lot cheaper. Plus, Zoya, like once in a while, does a big sale, and that's when I get mine. So this is a great nail polish remover if you've just been using kind of the regular type. If you do your nails a lot at home, I would highly recommend this. So the next thing I have is also nail related. This is the Nail Teaks Formula 2. My mom recommended this. She used this as well. Because I use nail polish a lot, I do my nails a lot. My nails sometimes need a little bit of a break, like right now. So this is really great to keep them nice and strong. The next thing I have is this Smashbox Always Sharp eyeliner in the color Bear. So this is great as a waterline color when you want to sort of brighten everything up and you don't want to use something as stark as white. This is great because it sharpens, so you know you can kind of twist it and it will sharpen on its own, so you don't have to sharpen it. But I found that it didn't last that long in my waterline, so that's the only problem with it. I'm using a drugstore one right now that is even better. So I like the way that the product works, but I didn't love the product. So the next thing I have is really, really sad. This is the Anna Sui Sweet Dreams perfume. I had this for so long. It was my favorite perfume of all time. And there's like a tiny little bit there, but it actually finally went bad. For a long time, it really lasted, and then that last bit just didn't smell right. So I'm finally getting rid of it. It's like the cutest packaging ever. They do sell it. I've seen it at Kohl's and you know some of those type of places. So you could probably find it at Marshall's. I know they sell it on Amazon, but they don't make this anymore. So as much as I love it, I don't really want to buy another bottle, and it's like, you know, 5-10 years old. I don't know how long ago they stopped selling it, but it just didn't really make sense. So I've just been using other things, but I really love this perfume. It's amazing. The next thing I have is another Moroccan Oil product. This is the oil, their original oil. This is just like a travel size that I got. I absolutely love this. I could go through this so quickly if I wasn't careful because it's amazing. I have the real normal size in my cabinet right now. I love this. It smells amazing and it makes your hair so soft. I also have the travel size Caviar shampoo and conditioner. This is the replenishing moisture version. And these are awesome. I really love my Moroccan Oil shampoo and conditioner. I'm clearly obsessed with Moroccan Oil, but it just does amazing things for my hair. But this is a close second. These are really awesome. They do smell nice. And I would honestly buy this. I think it may be more expensive than the Moroccan Oil, but they're really nice products. So I like these a lot. The next two things I have are both from the Ulta brand. So this is the Vanilla Sugar body butter and the coconut cream body butter. I bought these and also a shower gel that I'm like almost out of in the coconut cream scent. and I wasn't that thrilled. There's not too much to say about it. I just didn't think it did anything that amazing. These were definitely pretty moisturizing because they're body butters, I guess, but they took a really long time to sink into the skin, which is a little bit of a pain. I like the vanilla sugar scent. I don't love the coconut cream scent. As I mentioned before, I really like the natural coconut scent, but I don't like the sort of fake coconut scent. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but this has a really fake coconut scent and I don't love that. So I don't know if I'd repurchase these again. They were just on sort of a sale, so I thought I'd try them, but just meh. Now, a body wash that I do love is this Caress one. This is the Evenly Gorgeous scent. It smells amazing. And this is super, super cheap. You can usually get these buy one, get one free or something like that. Really inexpensive, even if you don't find the deal, and really just a great body wash. It lasts a long time. It smells good. It's moisturizing. Just a great body wash. This is a really super adorable travel, I guess, sample size of the Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana scent. I have this in one of the full sizes, not like the biggest one, but one of the bigger ones. And I really love this scent. It's really fresh. And I feel like it's the type of scent that is a little more spring, summer, but I love to wear it during the day, even in the winter, because it's just really fresh smelling and a little bit sweet, but more fresh than sweet. And this was just a great little travel one, and it's so cute. So this is the CND Solar Oil. So this is a nail cuticle oil, and so I use this, right now I have an Essie one. This one was good, it was okay, it wasn't anything that special. I'm using the Essie one. This one smells like almonds. And you just sort of paint it on your fingers and, you know, moisturize your cuticles. So this was good. I didn't necessarily have a problem with this. I just thought I'd try something different. So I have quite a few mascaras, of course. This is the travel size of the Benefit Roller Lash, and this is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. Both of these are wonderful. I really like both of these. The Roller Lash was pretty cool because it's like the only mascara I could use without curling my lashes. It actually did a pretty decent job of curling them without a lash curler. I still prefer to do that before I put it on, but it was actually pretty amazing and it kept them curled pretty well. And the Volume de Chanel one, I love this one. This is a great mascara as well. What I didn't like was this CK1 by Calvin Klein. I got this as, I think it was like a birthday gift at Ulta, and it's an interesting wand. It's kind of different. It sort of, you know, it twists, but it just didn't do anything. There's not a lot of product that comes off on the wand, and I just wasn't that impressed with it. I am pretty picky when it comes to mascaras, but just this one didn't do anything for me. I also have the Dior Show Maximizer Lash Plumping Serum, and I know I have a friend who just absolutely swears by this. For me, it just didn't really do anything. Honestly, it made them a little bit clumpy, and it was just sort of an extra step. So I know people who do love this, but for me, it just didn't really work. So here I have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is very comparable to the Anastasia one. I think I like that one a tad bit better. I don't think they're an exact dupe, but this is a really great one at a really, really good price. So I would definitely repurchase this again. I'm just trying other things at the moment, but this is a great product. This is something that I've already repurchased. This is the Kat Von D Trooper tattoo liner. This is amazing if you have a lot of trouble with doing liquid liner. This makes it a lot easier for you. It looks like it's a felt tip, but it's actually a brush, so it's super flexible, and the product comes out really easily. It's a great, great product, and that's why I repurchased it as soon as this one went dry. This is the Lorac eyeshadow primer. This is a little sample that I got with one of their palettes, and this is a really good primer. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have any color to it, so I have a lot of veins on my eyelids and I like to cover that up, so this lasted really well on my eyelids. It kept everything from not creasing, but I just wish it had a color to it, so that's the only complaint I have. So this is the Duo Lash Glue. I don't have a problem with this, honestly, but I really like the new ones that I've been trying that have a brush tip instead. I find it a lot easier than this. This you have to squeeze out. So I've been enjoying like the Revlon one. That's the one I'm using right now. So I don't hate this, but it just isn't my favorite anymore. This is a L'Occitane hand cream. This is the rose scent. I love the smell of this. I love these lotions, and I put on lotion every single night, and the rose scent is probably my favorite. So absolutely love these hand creams. They're a little bit pricey, but honestly, I think it's worth it if you use hand cream and you want to keep your hands moisturized, especially in the winter. So this is a really small sample size of the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. This is a great eye cream. It's definitely pricey, which is why it was kind of nice that I had a little sample size. I use like literally every drop. But if you have really dry under eyes, this is a really great one, and makeup goes on really well on top of it. So definitely really like this one. It's something I would consider repurchasing or purchasing because this was a sample in the future, but again, it is a little bit pricey. Now, talking about pricey, this is by Chantecaille, which is a very expensive brand, but I sort of caved into buying this. This is their bio-lifting oil-free fluid, so it's essentially a moisturizer and a serum in one, and truthfully, this was pretty amazing. And I was very, very sad when it ran out. It smelled like roses, like a lot of their products do. And I absolutely loved it. The only problem was I really just used it at night because it doesn't have SPF. But it's sort of, like I said, it did the same thing as using a serum and a moisturizer just in one product. So it did save in that way, I guess, kind of. Not really, still really expensive. So I couldn't really justify repurchasing it because basically for what it costs, and if you want to know, you can look it up. I'm not going to say it because it's too expensive. But basically it should have made my skin like magic. It should have made my skin just like glisten in the sun, like in Twilight, if you know what I'm talking about. And it didn't do quite that. It was pretty amazing, I will say, but not quite amazing enough for what it cost. So I couldn't really justify repurchasing it, but I did love it, and I'm so sad it's empty. So this is an old beauty blender that it is time to throw away. I already have another one. I love the beauty blender. It's probably my favorite way to put on foundation these days. It just blends everything in so nicely, and it makes it just melt into your skin. I really love it. And I knew it was time to throw it away because I couldn't get it really clean anymore. It was starting to get a little bit gross, and it tore a little bit. So it was definitely time to get a new one. It's not the kind of thing that you want to have forever. Even if you wash it every time you use it, it's still, eventually you got to get a new one. Honestly, it is a little bit of an expensive thing, I guess, but because of how versatile it is, I think it's really worth it. And just, again, it really makes your makeup look so amazing. So I love this. Here's a brush. This is by Real Techniques. This is the base shadow brush. This came in their eye set. And I really love this brush. It just started to keep shedding, like all the hair just kept falling out, so it's actually much thinner than it was. So I just felt like it was probably time to toss it, but I did really enjoy it. I will say, I mean, I haven't had it for that many years. I've probably had it only for 1 or 2, so it probably should have lasted more, but it was pretty inexpensive. And the other brushes that came in the set, I think are still pretty good. So it was a good brush, but kind of disappointing. So this is a small sample size of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is very silicone-y, so it makes your foundation really glide on. And I liked this a lot. I just have other primers that I'm trying and other ones that I like, and I don't necessarily feel the need to repurchase this just yet, but I did enjoy it. This is a very big container. This is the Kiehl's Cucumber Herbal Alcohol-Free Toner. And I really did like this. This was nice. And it took me a really long time to go through it. So for what I paid for it, it lasted a long time. But honestly, I didn't think that it did anything that amazing, more so than my Neutrogena alcohol-free toner that I use that is super inexpensive. They both make my skin really clean, so I like that about this. But again, you know, the other one does it just the same. But this one actually made my skin burn just a tiny bit, not like it was doing anything bad. It would sting it just a tiny bit, and the Neutrogena one, it doesn't do that. So I probably do prefer the Neutrogena one, and it's really inexpensive. So here I have a twin pack of the Ardell 110 lashes. So these are pretty natural lashes. Sorry, you can't really see too much what they look like because they're just sort of dead. But I wore these quite a few times. These are great lashes because they are fairly natural looking. So they're good if you just don't like to wear lashes too much, or you don't want to really look too much like you're wearing lashes. These are great, and they're really inexpensive at the drugstore, Ulta. So I like these a lot. Here is a small little sample size, travel size, whatever you want to call it, of the Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Balm. These lip balms are amazing. I also love the one in the brown packaging too. These are super moisturizing. The only problem is if you've had them for a while, they can kind of melt a little bit, so you don't want to let them sit around, but they do really, really moisturize your lips. So this is great. So the last two things I have are two face masks. And these are sheet masks. That's sort of like the new thing. And these were buy one, get one, half off or free or something like that at Ulta recently. So I bought a bunch and I threw out the first one that I used because I just wasn't thinking about it, but I remembered to save these. So this one is by Karuna, and this is the hydrating face mask. And what's cool about these is that you put them on your face, you let it sit for, 15, 20 minutes, however long, and then you peel it off and you just sort of rub in the rest of the product. So it's really easy to use, and if you don't want to deal with the whole putting on the mask and then having to wash it off, it's just a really nice, relaxing thing to do. You look a little bit silly, so you might want to be wary of husbands taking secret pictures. Anyway, these make your skin feel really nice and pretty much right away. This one adds a lot of moisture, and then this one is by Leaders. This is the What Happened Last Night Radiance Revitalizing Mask. So both of these made my skin feel really nice. I really, really enjoyed them. They're from Ulta, like I said, so I would definitely recommend trying something like this, especially if you don't like dealing with the typical mask situation. All right, so I think that is it. I am a little bit out of breath right now because I just sort of zoomed through that as quickly as I could, so hopefully this video isn't 20 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed this beauty empties. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about some of these products, if some of them you liked and I didn't like, or vice versa. I would love to hear your opinions. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel already, please hit the subscribe button. I would really just love that, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.